website, and it's a really cool scripture study tool that I'm hoping to add to your toolkits. I mean, I think all the tools are cool, but this one's really nice, especially for helping us use the words of prophets to understand and feel the truth and importance of principles that we're trying to learn. Today we're going to be talking about 2 ways to do that, and we're going to be doing that at this website. As you noticed when you read the overview, there are 3 columns here. There's the scriptures, there's the center column where the talks will be displayed, and then the citation index, which is the list of all the talks that quotes, especially for helping us use the words of prophets to understand and feel the truth and importance of principles that we're trying to learn. Today we're going to be talking about 2 ways to do that, and we're going to be doing that at this website. As you noticed when you read the overview, there are 3 columns here. There's the scriptures, there's the center column where the talks will be displayed, and then the citation index, which is the list of all the talks that quote a given verse. What we're going to be doing today is talking about 2 main ways that we can learn from these indexes. The first is it can help us find quotes that help us understand the principles that we're interested in learning. And the second is that it can give us a bigger picture for the different things that are being taught about the scripture over time. For example, let's open up to 3 Nephi 20. I'll pull it up here. You can read along. 3 Nephi 20 says, "And it came to pass that Jesus commanded the multitude that they should cease to pray." You remember on Monday we talked about how the multitude was praying with Jesus and he was praying for them. And also his disciples. And he commanded them that they should not cease to pray in their hearts. So this is a great scripture about prayer. It teaches us the principle that we should not cease to pray in our hearts, or that we should always have a prayer in our hearts. This is a powerful principle. We could talk about it in class, we could discuss it. Another way that we could try to understand it better is to see what prophets have taught about it. To do that, we come over to the citation index, and we scroll past Old Testament, we scroll past New Testament, we scroll to Book of Mormon, find 3 Nephi, we're looking for chapter 20, and we're looking for verse 1. You'll notice that the way these are organized is not by verse directly, but by citation. So somebody who quotes 3 Nephi 20, verse 1, there are 3 people who have quoted that in General Conference, whereas there are 12 people who have quoted 3 Nephi 21 through 46, or that is the whole chapter. Let's go to 3 Nephi 20, verse 1, and see what there is. It looks like we have 3 talks. There's one from Thomas S. Monson, one from President Nelson, back when he was Elder Nelson, and an older one from Elder Gene R. Cook. Now, one of the pros and cons of this website, this tool, is that sometimes it's hard to find what you're looking for. You never know before you pull up a talk whether it's going to be directly about the principle that you're studying and going to be helpful, or if it's going to be a little bit less related. So you just have to explore them. I've explored these, and it turns out that the first 2 are very connected to the principle, and the third one less so. But let's look at this first one. It's a talk by President Thomas S. Monson, and in it, he teaches the importance of prayer. He's quoting here, and he says, "Prayer is not just for times of trouble. We are told repeatedly in the scriptures to pray always and to keep a prayer in our hearts." One of the things I really liked from this, a quote that helped me understand this principle that we should always have a prayer in our hearts, is this quote right here. So I want you guys to pause the video and write in your journals the answer to this question. How does this quote from President Monson enhance my understanding of the principle we should always have a prayer in our hearts?